Okay, we're going to look at some simple guitar theory, like the title says. We're going to take two scale patterns here to start with, and these are great to know just to know them. Maybe you already do, but we're going to apply them to what's called the circle of fifths. Okay, so let's just start with the patterns themselves. We're going to be on the fifth string, and we're going to use 3 and 5 with our second and fourth fingers. On the fourth string, we're going to use the second, third, and fifth frets with our first, second, and fourth fingers. And then on the third string, we're going to be on the second, fourth, and fifth frets with our first, third, and fourth fingers. Three, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5, and then fingers 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. And that's a little more important at the moment than what the frets are because it's a movable pattern. Okay, so in this position here, that's our C major scale. And then we can take that down to the sixth string, do that same pattern. And we can look at it this way. It's whole step. And then on the next string, it's going to be half step, whole step. And then on the next string, it's going to be whole step, half step. Okay, so our first scale is C. On the sixth string, third fret, it's going to be G. Then we're going to take it to the fifth string again on the fifth fret. That's going to be D. And then sixth string, fifth fret. That's A. Back to the fifth string, seventh fret. That's our E scale. And then sixth string, seventh fret. That's our B scale. Okay, so we went C, G, D, A, E, B. Okay, so that forms what's called a cycle or circle of fifths because they're 5 notes apart. C, D, E, F, G, G, A, B, C, D, D, E, F, G, A, so on. Okay, so that's our spacing right there. And that does a couple things. And it puts us in the order of the sharps. So it takes us from the C scale that has no sharps or flats to the G scale that has 1 sharp. The D scale has 2 sharps. The A scale has 3 sharps. The E scale has 4 sharps. And the B scale has 5 sharps. And that's all stuff you can delve into a little bit deeper. You can find those resources online. I'll put some links in the description too where you can find this stuff. Okay, and then our second pattern is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to start on the fifth string on the third fret again, this time with our first finger. We're going to do a whole step pattern. 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7 on the fourth string. And then just 4 and 5 with our second and third finger on the third string. And with these patterns too, you can also figure them out up into the second octave. But for what we're doing today, we're just keeping them 1 octave. Okay, and then we take that same thing down to the sixth string. Now, what I would suggest is instead of just learning these patterns and knowing that, okay, if you play this here, you're playing C. If you play this here, you're playing D, that kind of thing. Learn what the individual notes are in that pattern. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, so on. And to go a little bit further, if you really want to learn music theory, it's best if you know how to read standard notation, knowing those notes on the staff. because learning patterns and learning tablature, that's going to help you out to an extent, and you can kind of get a grip on it, but you really want to see what the relationship of those notes are on the staff, so you can see the distance from one another and really get a good understanding of what it looks like that way. And so you can actually see the sharps being used. Now, another way that you can use these patterns too, okay, this is just for going through the circle of fifths, but also learn these chromatic too. So if you're here, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, then go up to the next one, and that's going to be your C sharp, and then just take it that way. It's always good to make an exercise out of these things too. Also notice I'm using alternate picking, okay? Now, you might want to start off just by using downstrokes if these are new to you, just so you can get your left hand situated first, and then start to incorporate alternate picking. But that's something that you want to look at too. Okay, so that's just a quick look at the circle of fifths, some simple guitar theory. If you have any questions, let me know. Be happy to answer. Please like and subscribe.